Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are taking the PMDG 777? Nah, a little bit too small for the 777. We're flying the 737-900ER today from PMDG for 2024. The aircraft is already powered up. We did our checks. We're pretty much ready to go with boarding, and we're going to do our FMC and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we are on Vatsim, by the way. We're currently refueling as well. So, go and get boarding going. We're going to request boarding. I don't know. I'm going to wait and see if GSX actually loads all this stuff. I don't necessarily think it does. But what I do know it does is it sets your payload to 0 once deboarding is completed. So, we're going to wait. We're going to see what happens. And if I have to manually insert items, then I shall. The boarding's started. We're going to go ahead and continue with the FMC. And we're going to continue with the overhead. I think we're still refueling. Nope. Plan to go up to 340, and landing elevation is 130, so let's go 150. System 2.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear.
TCAS system test, okay.
Alright, pre-flight checklist. Pre-flight checklist: oxygen tested, 100%, navigation, transfer, and display switch, normal auto, window heat on, pressurization, most selector, auto, flight instruments, track, 349, altimeters, 2981 within 35 feet. Thrust levers, or into start levers, cut off, and parking brake is set. Pre-flight check is complete. So, we'll just wait for boarding to complete, and then we'll do our final items for the before start procedures. We can also do a quick turnaround, and the exterior sounds are pretty much non-existent, I would say. There's some, but the plane would definitely be much louder than this. The quality isn't the best. At least they have the important parts, I guess, in rather good quality. But yeah, that's not looking too good, honestly. Okay. Oh, what's blocking me? Interesting. Use the lag, holy. That's looking good. Yep. It's the cone, really? Alright, whatever. Fan blade looking good, leading edge looking good. Vent tank looks fine. Lights look fine. Trailing edge looks fine. Tail strike indicator looks fine. Static part. Okay, pin indicators look fine. Trailing edge looks fine. Vent looks fine. Wingtips look good. Lights are working. Leading edge looks good. Alright, so boarding just completed. So let's see if it has been loaded. No, so we have to do it ourselves. Alright, so 0 fuel weight is 141.2. Our reserves is 4.8. And execute. So, E-rate 1, flex, assumed temperature of 31 degrees, 98.4, 97.7, that's probably a difference of the packs, although 0.7 is a big difference. Takeoff 1, 31, okay, interesting. Ops 5, 23.4%, just trim of 6 units. 60, 63, 67, all within 1 knot as checked. We're going to do an acceleration of 1500. And I'm happy with that. Let's start the APU. And in the meantime, I'll do a briefing. And that is set unable next altitude. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We will just have to notify that we are unable at 4,000 or above. Although that's kind of important. Above altitudes are checked. Are important. Let me check, double check some stuff. 4,000 feet or above. Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, we're turning away from... Yeah, that should be fine, honestly. We should be good to go. Alright, so we're pretty much ready to push back. Let's go ahead and get GSX going.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Alright, before I start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP V2167 heading 259er. Altitude 19 or flight level 190 set. Takeoff speeds V1160, VR163, V2167 set. Takeoff, nope, we just did that. CDU pre-flight completed. Rudder and aileron trim free and zero taxi and takeoff briefing completed. And the anti-collision light is on. Before I start checklist completed. Alright, let's see. In what direction do they normally push back in? That is a very good... Okay, I got it. Alright.
Release parking
Let's make sure there's nobody in our way. Perfect.
Commencing push. All engines cleared. Start at will.
Alright, starting number 2. Already cut out, starting on.
Set parking brake. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Pull up. Go down. Left. Pull right.
Unlocking gear.
Rudder. Pull left. Pull right.
Right is clear.
Before taxi checklist, generators are on, profit on, anti-ice off, isolation off, auto, engine stop switches, auto, recall. Checked. Auto brake, RTO, engine start levers, idle D10 flight controls checked, ground equipment is about clear. Before taxi checklist completed. You're clear to taxi, taxi light coming on, brakes released. Brake check. Dump cruise for departure. Alright, we're ready for departure. The lights. Camera. And action. Thrust is set. She's alive. ADD-ONS is checked. B1, rotate. Moderate, gears coming up. I don't know what happens in the last like 130 to 160 knots, but the rudder just gets way less effective. I'm not sure what that was all about. Now speed. Last one. One flaps up. After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds off, on, packs, auto, landing gear up and off, flaps up, no lights after takeoff check is complete. Alright, so welcome back. We're just about to reach our top of descent here, 4 hours and 7 minutes later. Let's go ahead and plan for it. We're going to go ahead and do the recall. That's checked. And then we're going to go to data link, ATS, and ADIS. See if we can get some Vatsim information. And there we have it, altimeters 3033. Let's go ahead and pre-select that. Alright. So we have winds 330 degrees at 11 knots, visibility over 10,000 miles to 20,000 feet, view, temperature night is 10, dew point minus 13, altimeter 6033. Alright, so 330 at 11. That should still support runway 07, technically speaking. Yes, it does. Alright. Perfect. 07 right. Import, flaps 30, air conditioning on, anti-is not required. VRAM plus 5. I'm gonna go auto brake 3. All operation, actually let's go auto brake 2. Import and calculate. And that's about what we want. It looks like they take 07 left. And we probably should also take runway 07 left. Alright. So 13.4. One 154.6, 154.6, 154.6. Our max landing weight is 1573, so we're good there. Pressurization landing altitude descent. So we'll do the descent checklist. Pressurization landing altitude is 150 feet set. Recall is checked. Auto brake level 3. VRAF. Landing data VRAF 148. Minimums 278 feet and approach rate complete. Alright, so one last thing we need to do is we need to insert our arrival VORs and nav aids. So let me just double check that here. So we are taking 1315. And it's already being received. 171 nautical miles, that's nice. And then the 109 9er for the ILS course 074. Perfect. Alright, so we'll see you on the approach. Alright, landing checklist. Engine start switches, auto, speed brake armed, landing gear down, 3 green, flaps, 30 green light. Landing checklist complete. Anchorage traffic, 5 mile final runway 07 left. Anchorage traffic.
Minimums.
Continue. Alright, so parking checklist. Or shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off, propane, auto, hydraulic panel set, flaps up, parking brake set, engines at levels cut off, weather radar off. Shutdown checklist complete. So apparently, Alaskan does not have callouts, or altitude callouts, and I'm guessing their SOP is that the first officer calls them out, which is really strange, I've got to say. I was a bit curious if I had any sound issues or something like that, but nope, it's in the config. They don't have any callouts, which is honestly crazy. But that's just how they operate, I guess. I'm happy I got a good landing with that still. But yeah. That is the end of the flight. I do hope you guys enjoyed this flight with the 900ER. Next 737 flight might be the 600. I'm still thinking about buying it because there's some nice historic flights you can do with it, and it's a nice little airplane. Should be fun. Or if it's gonna be a different plane, we'll see. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day, and peace.